You told yourself you would go in 10 minutes. That was 4 hours ago. You are reading this right now with a bladder that is already fuller than it should be, and you are still not getting up. Because you never do, until it is an emergency. And what has been happening inside your bladder for the last 6 hours is something your body has been screaming at you to stop, in a voice you have trained yourself to ignore. Your bladder is a hollow muscular balloon called the detrusor muscle. At rest, it holds around 400 to 500 milliliters of urine comfortably. At 6 hours of holding, it is stretched to nearly double that capacity. The muscle wall that is supposed to be thick and powerful is now pulled so thin it is barely maintaining structural tension. Imagine blowing a balloon until the rubber goes transparent. That is your bladder right now. And the longer you force it to stay stretched, the weaker that muscle becomes permanently. Chronic holders develop a condition called bladder atony, where the detrusor muscle losing its ability to contract fully. The bladder stretches. But over time, it forgets how to squeeze back. But you train it to hold, it eventually loses the ability to release properly. But the muscle damage is not the most dangerous part. Urine is sterile when it enters your bladder. But the longer it sits, the more the temperature and chemical environment shift in favor of bacterial growth. Bacteria that entered your urinary tract naturally normally flushed out by regular urination now have 6 hours of warm, stagnant fluid to multiply in undisturbed. This is the single most common cause of urinary tract infections, not hygiene, not hydration, not genetics, simply holding urine too long and giving bacteria the time maintenance. Meanwhile, your kidneys have not stopped working. They are continuously filtering your blood and producing new urine. That needs somewhere to go. When the bladder is full, pressure builds backward through the ureters toward the kidneys themselves. This back pressure, called vesico-ureteral reflux, can force urine-containing bacteria back up toward your kidneys. A bladder infection becomes a kidney infection. A habit becomes a hospitalization. And your brain knew all of this was happening. It has been telling you. Stretch receptors in your bladder wall fire signals to your brain the moment volume reaches 200 milliliters, the first gentle urge you ignored. At 400 milliliters, those signals become urgent. At 600, they become painful. Your brain escalated the alarm 4 separate times, and you overrode every single one because the meeting was not finished. Your body gave you a whisper, then a nudge, then a shout, then pain. 4 levels of emergency communication, and you sat through all of them. Go when your body first asks, not when it is begging. The muscle stays strong, the bacteria get flushed, the kidneys stay protected. Every system works if you let it work on schedule. Your bladder was never being dramatic. It was a muscle being stretched past its limit, a fluid becoming dangerous, and a signal being ignored by the only person who could act on it. Follow body protocols. When your body asks you to go, it was never a request. It was a warning.